Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to get all honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, the great millstone, rule web, and the great example to the younger brothers in the truth. And peace and blessing to the hopeful elect. Lord, when it's edifying. And I'm title it Early Warning Signs, and that's the name of this movie. I think came out in 1989 or 1981. I think 1981. That's the name of the movie, Early Warning Signs. That's what I'm entitled to listen. Early Warning. That's what it's called. But we're going to get into the video. I'm going to start it off with this precept right here in Psalms chapter 2 and verse 1. It say, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? Because these devils is imagining a vain thing. This is not going to come to pass for these devils, man. It say, the kings of the earth set themselves and the rulers to take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in heaven shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision, and Esau Edom is in derision. The kings of the earth who was joined into Esau Edom, these heathens, all these heathen nations, the elite of the heathen nations, they all in derision, man, because they think that a new world order is finna come to pass. They think that their agenda is gonna get off the ground, man. They think this is gonna be set up in the earth, but it's not, man. The Lord is gonna put a screeching halt to this plan, man. You know, so let's get in and listen to a little bit of it, and then we're gonna stop it as it goes.
So I would like to thank each and every one of you for your hard work and dedication to our cause. In reviewing this year's progress, let me say that we have been highly effective in conditioning the people's minds to accept our solution to the world's problems. The energy crisis here in the United States was exceptionally successful.
And before he keep going, all this stuff that this guy talking about in the film that was way in 1981 is happening right now, man. So right now we are in them transitioning into the new world order. You had the president or whoever it was over there, and a governor, whoever it was a governor, president in Australia saying just accept that we are entering into the new world order. You know, the Great Reset, or the NWO. We say NWO, New World Order, the Great Reset. All these things, that's what they bringing upon the earth. That's why they causing all this mayhem, all this confusion. Now, all these years, everything been working fine. Now, all of a sudden, climate change and, you know, shortages on this and shortages on that. This is all planned, man. That's how they can speak about it in this movie, because what they was doing back then was conditioning the people's mind back then, man. They was conditioning people's mind going back, you know, to these devils came up with the plot. And the plot, this plan that they are putting in place go back way past the set. When these devils came into power, they started putting this plan into play, man. These elite bankers, man. Way the 1800s, this been a plan of these devils, man. You know?
Worldwide, and we expect similar success with our upcoming food shortage. Our labor leaders have made great progress by causing confusion and work stoppages.
And another thing, you know, he was speaking about the power outages and food shortage, but the Lord say these things was gonna come to pass as well. So they fall into the hands of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai at the end of the day. You know, by them causing food shortages, labor problems, because what the Lord say in the book of Exodus, that the grind, I don't know, it may be in Isaiah or something too. It say the grinding shall cease. Matter of fact, let's get it. Let me bag it up. So let me get what he said.
Right, and we expect similar success with our upcoming food shortage.
All right, let's get food shortage. Salakia. I ain't have it searched up. Let me find it. It's just one precept. There's plenty of precepts going into famine. I heard Apostle Ramla get this one. I like that one. Let's start right here. Yep. Ezekiel chapter 5 and verse 15. It say, so it shall be a reproach and a taunt, an instruction and an astonishment unto the nations that are round about thee, when I shall execute judgment in thee in anger and in fury and in furious rebukes. I the Lord have spoken it. When I shall send upon them the evil arrows of famine, which shall be for their destruction, and which I will send to destroy you. I will increase famine upon you, and I will break your staff of bread. Verse 17, it say, so will I send upon you famine and evil beasts, and they shall bereave thee, and pestilence and blood shall pass through thee, and I will bring the sword upon thee. I, the Lord, have spoken it. So, hey, come on with it, you goddamn devils. Even though we know the Lord is controlling you Edomites, but hey, we like to taunt you devils, man. You bring your ass on, man, you're going to be met with an outstanding force, man. And that's Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai and the whole angels, man. Let me find one more before I start playing. Found one more real quick, Salakia. Yeah, this in Ecclesiastes. You know.
Labor leaders have made great progress by causing confusion and work stoppages in all areas of the world.
Confusion and work stoppages. That's why this place is called Babylon the Great. They want the confusion. They want work to stop. They want people trying to figure it out, man. Trying to figure out what's going on. Caught up on this and caught up on that. Caught up on the damn election fraud. And man, don't none of that shit matter. Esau got you dumb motherfuckers right where he wants you, man. Or the pandemic. Caught up on the juice. You know, and the unjuice. Esau wants your mind racing and chasing after normalcy. Esau wants you in a confused state. Why? So it'll be easier for him to take you down, man. And you caught up into everything that's going on and not paying attention to what this nigga really doing. For the most part of most of the people, man. They not paying attention to what Esau really doing. You got a select few of the children of light who know what's going on, and you got the elect of the nation of Israel know what's going on. You have other people who are 2/3 of Israel that may wake up, may not. If they part of 2/3, they not gonna wake up. They see what's going on, but they don't believe in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, so they do. You know, if you don't have Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai in the times we coming into, I don't give a damn what you resist. Your ass gonna resist everything and still be destroyed by famine, pestilence, or the missiles, man. Evil beasts or whatever, man. The Lord got a whole bunch of judgment finna come down. You know? A whole bunch of different judgments. If you ain't trusting in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, repenting and calling upon those names, asking the Lord to forgive you and lead you in the paths of righteousness, your ass finna be through. I don't give a damn what you resist. You ain't gotta take the jab, but the Lord got something else for you, man. You know? When your livelihood is at stake, it's gonna get into it. They gonna say it on this.
Financially, the dollar is being devalued even faster than we could have hoped.
And this is happening in real time, man. That's why the Lord tell us, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world, man. Let me try to find another one. But he say work stoppages. Let's get this one first. This Ecclesiasticus 12:4. It say, and the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low. See, the grinding is low, man. People don't want to work. Why? Because inflation is kicking in and stuff costs more than, it's basically like you working for nothing. You working, but you ain't making enough. So people ain't trying to work. And he shall rise up to the voice of birds, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. And this dealing with the idols of America, your American idols. You know, they took a big hit when the C-19 hit the earth, man. When the pandemic ravaged the earth, man. Let me see. Damn, I forgot what he was saying. Let me go back in here.
Actually, the dollar is being devalued even faster than
The dollar. Damn, I had to appreciate that. This Haggai 1:6, it say, ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put into a bag with holes. You know, because this money system is defrauded. Then when you get paid, guess what? You got 1,001 bills to pay, man. And you gambling and juggling what bill you gonna pay and what bill you gonna not pay. Pay half on this bill, and then next thing you know, you gotta go right back to work and bust your ass just to do the same thing next week, and you're not getting nowhere, man. And at the same time as this is happening, they devaluing the shit, man. They devaluing the FRN notes, man, the Federal Reserve currency, man. They devaluing the dollars, man, by printing all this money. They devaluing the dollar, man. They crashing this place even faster than, and that's what's happening, man. That's what's happening right now. Well, it's more of them, so anybody watch it, and Bible shot add precepts to the comment board, to add with it, because there's more precepts on, matter of fact, I got one. This Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 1. It say, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and write grievousness which they have prescribed. Yeah, because the dollar is an unrighteous decree. Because what they did, they took gold and silver from backing the currency. And now what backs it? Nothing. you know. And they wrote down, this is money, this is currency, you know, and it ain't backed by nothing. If the dollar crashed today, it ain't gonna be worth a damn thing. You gonna wipe your ass with it, light fires with it. It ain't gonna be worth nothing, man. You know, so these devils write unrighteous decrees and right grievous which they prescribe, man. They oppressing the earth, man. That's why the scriptures say, how have the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased? America, Babylon the Great. How this place gonna cease? The Lord gonna bring this bitch down, man. You know? And that's the elites plan to bring America down. And once America is brought, the elites want America to be brought down. The elites, America has no part, the American citizen in America has no part in the NWO, man. In the New World Order, America is not in it. It ain't. They just used it to deceive the earth, to steal all the riches from the earth, and heap all the riches to themselves. And now they done with it. They filing bankruptcy. And doing away with the company, man, running off with the bag. You know, filing bankruptcy on their business, man. Because that's all America is a corporation. And when you get into a hole, if you don't want to lose all your money, what you do? File bankruptcy. Now you done robbed everybody and you file bankruptcy and shit. Ain't nothing they can do about it. That's the same thing Trump was doing. He filed bankruptcy a whole bunch of times, not paying taxes. You know, that's a lot of these Edomites do. When they get in the hole, get in debt, they'll file bankruptcy on their company and open up another company with a different name, man. But it's basically the same company, man, up under a different name. You know, that was crafty, man, and they wickedness.
We could have hoped. Politically, the public has lost total confidence in any form of government. The threat of universal war is a daily possibility.
This the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 3. It say, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming in the end and of the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And what he just said, man?
The public has lost total confidence in any form of government. The threat of universal war is a daily possibility.
It's rumors of wars and rumors of wars every day, man. The threat of World War III is a daily topic, man. China did this, Russia did that, America did this, Iran did that, Israel did this. Everybody, somebody did something, you know. War games going on here, joint war games going on there. This person shot down this drone, and this you know, just a whole bunch of wars and rumors of wars. Biochemical warfare and all this. China has launched a bio what is called, a bio weapon on America and all this crazy shit, man. You know, that's what's going on in the earth. You can't make this shit up, man. It say, verse 7, it say, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Yeah, so we are entered into the beginning of sorrows, man. And it's going to get worse. It's going to get way worse. Let's go to 2nd Exodus chapter 15 to address another thing he said. Because he say the people are losing all confidence in any form of government. And that's happening as well. That's why this going to happen. And we not going to partake in none of this that's finna happen as far as losing. Because we been lost. Because when we woke up to this truth, all this, we lost confidence in this whole life, man. We focused on the kingdom, man. They can have this shit. This 2nd Exodus chapter 15 and verse 14, it say, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and evading one another. They shall not regard their kings, the presidents, the governors, nor princes. You know, the mayors and all these different politicians, they ain't gonna regard them. Those the kings, governors, of these different what you call them, provinces, man. They ain't gonna regard that. People gonna eventually rise up, and that's what Esau want. And it's gonna be blood in the streets, man. You know? It say, in the course of their actions shall stand in their own power. Yeah, the government ain't gonna be able to control them no more, man. You know? I forgot what that word government mean, but if I ain't mistaken, it mean basically, matter of fact, fuck it. Let's try to look it up. It's a government act of governing or ruling. And what are the kings and what do kings and princes do? They govern and rule. It's a system by which a thing is governed, especially a state, from old French government, control, direction, administration, modern French government from governor, to steer, be at the helm of, govern, rule, command, direct, from Latin guberner, how we say that, to direct, rule, guide, govern, originally to steer, to pilot, to control the people. If you steer a pilot in something you taking control of. It's a meaning governing power in a given place is from 19, but you see, you know, to control, basically mind control the people's mind. 'Cause that's how you gonna steer them. But we're gonna keep going in this 2nd Exodus chapter 15 and verse 16. Again, it say, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes. In the course of their actions shall stand in their own power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, because martial law is soon gonna be implemented. You ain't gonna be able to just do what you want and travel where you want. You know? And you had a form of that happen last year when they had the lockdowns and stuff, man. It say, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. You know, and that's what's coming, man. Famine. It say, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their house with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. That's what's coming, man. Famine, pestilence, war, anarchy is looming over the earth, man.
As you know, we ourselves do not need to hold any visible office of leadership. As a matter of fact, it's better that we do not. We control the finances, news media, food, transportation, energy. We control everything. It is important that you, as world leaders, keep our program before.
And they do these things, man. The elite control all those things he just said, man. That's why you got Bill Gates, the second largest. He got the second most farmland, or the most farmland in America. You know. Hey man, these devils they crafty and they head first with their agenda, man. Ain't no looking back from where they going with this, man. You know, they ain't let that crisis go to waste, man. They C-19 and they fooled a lot of people, man. A lot of people finna die, man. For they foolishness, man. For trusting in their enemy, for trusting in Satan, the devil, which is the so-called white man.
For your countrymen. With our World Bank and computer program operational, we now have the capacity to control the financial affairs of every human being on Earth by giving each person his own computer number. Anytime his number is used, we would know his financial situation.
MOTB. They talking about the MOTB.
At once. He could not buy or sell anything without his computer number. It will simplify their lifestyles tremendously. The end result will be a one-world monetary and government system that we alone will.
And it all go back to what going back the first time, going back to Tower of Babel, then to the Greeks. If I ain't mistaken, Antiochus, when he said we're gonna cause everybody to worship their religion, roughly paraphrase. You know, going during the time of the Hellenizing of the people, man. The Greek, making them Greeks.
Control. Yes.
All right. Let me see.
What about the people who forget their number or their cards are lost or stolen?
We've made provisions for that. By using this laser imprinter, we can painlessly.
Now we know they ain't gonna use no damn laser imprinter. They gonna insert something in your ass, man.
And permanently affix the person's number to the back of his hand or his forehead if he so desires. The numbers would be.
All right. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13. Let's keep
Easily read by this new ultraviolet scanning equipment. For the purposes of demonstration, I've had such a number imprinted on myself. Once this number is imprinted, it cannot be lost nor can it be changed. Now, are there any questions?
What about the individuals who refuse?
All right, that's where I want to stop it. All right, this the book of Revelation, chapter 13, and verse straight to the point 14. It say, and deceive them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. Now this going into they military miracles, you know, with their weaponry and shit. And it's also going into the technological and scientific advances with their technology, what they call scientific advances with their technology that they are able to do. Going into making the blind see, and you can learn different languages and learn jujitsu just by downloading it into your brain chip, man, or whatever, you know, fix your neurological problems. If you couldn't walk, they can make you walk. You know, those are miracles, man, that they are able to perform through what? They technology, man. But this, back into verse 14, it say, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast. And the beast is, the first beast was Rome. The second beast is America, where is NATO in the EU. And America is that harlot that's riding upon the beast, which had a wound by a sword and did live. Yeah, because Rome fell, but it did live. How? Because it was raised back up. It was wounded. When you wounded, you down for a minute, but you come back up. And that's what happened, man. The beast was wounded for 1,000 years, but he healed and came back up, man. And now he living again. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. The image is going into this system, man. They NWO, what they trying to implement in the earth. That the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And cause all both, and he calls, and if you don't worship this image, they gonna try to kill you. That's why famine. They gonna bring famine. You know, they probably got created creatures that they gonna release. You know, the Lord got newly created beasts that he gonna let loose in the time. The Lord got these things. Esau ain't doing shit. Esau is the sword of the Lord. That's why King David said, deliver me from the wicked, which is thy sword. It say, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, everybody in the earth, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Cause all those chips got a barcode in them, and it's a 666 in each barcode. You know. And they love that number 6. They always throw 6 this around, 6 that. It say, and here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 score and 6. And if you watching this behind that dude that's on the podium, it's a 666 behind him, man. You know. This is this nigga, man. The man of sin is revealed, man. Through what? The mouth of the prophets. The prophets revealing this nigga. See, these truth are no, we tell you who these niggas is, man. The Rothschild, the Rockefeller, the DuPont, the Get. No, we letting this be known. These international bankers, they are the wicked. They are the elite. We ain't hiding behind the shadow government and all that old goofy shit, man. Put it out there, man. Either you gonna tell it all or you ain't gonna don't say a damn thing, man. You know?
What about the individuals who refuse to have this number implantation?
We expect some minor resistance, especially from highly motivated religious groups. But eventually, hunger will cause even the most zealous to conform to our program. Gentlemen, I believe that within...
Say hunger gonna cause the most zealous to conform to their program, but not the men of the Lord. Let's go back in Revelation. Let's go over a verse. I want to say it's in 14. Like you. I'm looking for a precept. This Revelation chapter 15 and verse 1. And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, For in them is filled the wrath of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And I saw it as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire. And them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, standing upon a sea of glass, having the harps of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And they sang the song of Moses, the servant of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, and the song of the Lamb, saying, Great and marvelous are thy works, Lord Yahweh Almighty. Just and true are thy ways, thou King of the saints. And that's pretty much the point. You know, the elect is going to get the victory. You're not going to cause the elect. You ain't going to starve us out, man, because the Lord going to do what? He going to work miracles, man, on our behalf. And Lord willing, we are part of that number and endure unto the end, man. Because he that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved. This the book of Isaiah, chapter 65, and verse 13. It reads, Therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh power. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart and howl for vexation of spirit. You know, so hey, so like the servants of the Lord in these times we coming into, they gonna be all right, but ye gonna be fucked up, man. See what this one say, Salaki.
Year, 2 at the most. Our one world government will be a reality.
But there's another one. It's Romans chapter 11 and verse 4. But what saith the answer of Yahweh unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. So you're going to have the 147 just mean completion, a complete amount of men. The 144,000, they not going to bow the knee to the image of Baal. And then you're going to have an innumerable multitude, man, who not going to bow the knee to the image of Baal, man. The elect, man, they are not going to bow to this system, this tyrannical, oppressive, wicked agenda that these devils plan to implement in the earth. They not going to bow to it, man.
If we continue on our present course,
Now, let me go back a little bit.
that within a year, 2 at the most, form to our program. Gentlemen, I believe that within a year, 2 at the most, our one...
So, if I ain't saying this exactly what they doing right now, I'm just saying, say this is they plan. They believe in a year, 2 at the most, that they New World Order is gonna be established, man. And let's hope and pray to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai that's what their eyes are set on. Within next year, 2023, they plan's gonna be established. Lord willing, that's how they move. Lord willing, we don't go past 2022, man. What we in 2021? Yeah, Lord willing, we'll go past 2022, man. You know? And who are we to say? They could have started this last year, man. So 2022, well, they did start it last year. 2022, they could be trying to go full-fledged until they end up Europe. That's what it's looking like, you know? If you watching the time, you measuring the time diligently. That's what it's looking like, man. Next year, they going to be planning on crashing the dollar and doing all kind of wickedness in the earth, man.
World government will be a reality. If we continue on our present course, it is my opinion that we could present the devil himself as a world leader, and the people would accept him.
And that's the point, man. The book of Job, chapter 5 and verse 12, he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. So the Lord is going to disappoint the devices of these crafty devils, man. They hand not going to perform their enterprise. He taketh the wise in their own counsel, their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong. They meet in darkness in the daytime, and they grope in the noonday as in the night. Verse 15, it say, but he saved the poor, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who are the elect of the nation of Israel, from the sword, from the sword, from their mouth, and from the hands of the mighty. You know, so the Lord is gonna come deliver his elect, man. But you heathens, 2/3 of our people, and you actual heathens, y'all ass in trouble. The Lord is finna let this devil go ham on you, man. This Job chapter 20 and verse 23. It say when he is about to fill his belly, so when he think he finna get his new world order off the ground, guess what? Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. So before your belly is filled, the Lord he gonna rain the wrath upon you, man. And you gonna vomit it all up, man. You gonna think that you gonna be right there at the doorstep of you implementing your new world order, having it in full fruition. And all hell gonna break loose for you too, man. It's gonna go left for you, man. It's gonna be out your hands. So you devils are in a trick bag, man. The Lord got you in on a slippery slope, man. You know? But that's pretty much the point, Lord willing us edifying. I want to end giving all honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem. Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone rule well, been a great example to the younger brothers in the truth, and peace and blessings to the whole elect. Shalom, Kwam Yashala, Abba, Shalom.